The Trojan War is over. 10 years of blood, sweat, and giant wooden horses. But for our hero, Odysseus, the real nightmare is just beginning. This isn't just a road trip home. It's a desperate struggle against gods, monsters, and his own pride. Welcome to the Odyssey. Odysseus and his crew make their first catastrophic mistake. They sail into the cave of Polyphemus, a cyclops, son of Poseidon, god of the sea. One eye, no brain, very large appetite. Trapped inside, Odysseus does what he does best. He thinks. He gets the giant drunk on wine, drives a sharpened stake into his eye, and escapes by clinging to the bellies of sheep. Clever. But as the ship pulls away, Odysseus can't help himself. He shouts his real name back at the blinded monster. That was a catastrophic mistake. Poseidon heard every word, and now the sea itself has a grudge. Next stop, the island of Aia, home of Circe, a sorceress who turns men into pigs, literally. Half of Odysseus's crew wanders into her palace and comes out as swine. This is no accident in the story. It's symbolism. Give in to temptation, lose your base desires control you, and you stop being human. Odysseus resists her magic and forces her to restore his men. But then they stay on her island for a year. A whole year. The theme here is clear. Forgetting your home, your purpose, your identity. That is its own kind of death. Circe sends Odysseus somewhere no living man should go. The underworld. He descends into the realm of the dead, torch in hand, surrounded by the ghosts of everyone who ever lived. He meets his own mother, who died of grief, waiting for him to come home. He meets the great warrior Achilles, who tells him something shocking. He would rather be a living nobody than a dead hero. The underworld is a mirror. It forces Odysseus to confront what he's lost, what he's risking, and what truly matters. He must keep moving. The living have no business staying among the dead. Before the monsters, there's a different kind of danger. The sirens. Beautiful creatures whose song is so irresistible, every sailor who hears it steers straight into the rocks and drowns. Odysseus wants to hear it, because of course he does. But he's smart enough to know he can't be trusted. He orders his crew to plug their ears with wax. Then he has himself tied to the mast. He hears the song. He begs to be released. His men refuse. It's one of the most powerful images in all of literature. A man who knows his own weakness and builds a system to protect himself from himself. Then comes the passage no captain wants to navigate. On one side, Scylla, 6 heads, 6 mouths, each one capable of snatching a man off a ship. On the other side, Charybdis, a whirlpool that swallows ships whole 3 times a day. There is no safe route. Odysseus chooses to sail close to Scylla. He loses 6 men, 1 to each head. He watches them die. He hears them call his name. This is the brutal arithmetic of leadership. Sometimes you cannot save everyone. The only question is how many you lose. Back in Ithaca, things have gone completely off the rails. Over 100 suitors have moved into Odysseus's palace. They're eating his food, drinking his wine, disrespecting his home, and pressuring his wife Penelope to choose a new husband. But Penelope is not a passive victim. She is Odysseus's equal in cunning. She tells the suitors she'll choose a husband once she finishes weaving a burial shroud. Then, every night, she secretly unravels what she wove during the day. She stalls them for 3 years. Penelope is the heart of this story. She represents loyalty, patience, and the quiet heroism of waiting. After 20 years, Odysseus finally reaches Ithaca, but he doesn't walk through the front door. He arrives disguised as a filthy, ragged old beggar. He watches. He listens. He endures the suitors' insults in silence. This patience, this willingness to suffer humiliation in service of a larger plan, is the mark of true wisdom. Then Penelope announces a contest. String Odysseus's great bow and shoot an arrow through 12 axe heads. The prize? Her hand in marriage. One by one, the suitors try. One by one, they fail. They can't even bend it. Then, the old beggar steps forward. The bow bends. The string sings. The arrow flies true. And the disguise falls away. What follows is swift and merciless. Odysseus, his son Telemachus, and 2 loyal servants seal the doors. The suitors realize, too late, what is happening. The ancient Greeks had a concept called xenia, the sacred law of hospitality. A guest must be treated with respect. A host must provide shelter and food. The suitors violated every one of these laws. They ate without invitation. They disrespected the household. They threatened the family. In the world of Homer, such violations demand a reckoning. And the reckoning arrives. The battle ends. The palace is reclaimed. But the true climax of the Odyssey is not the fight. It's what comes after. Penelope, cautious even now, tests Odysseus one final time. She asks a servant to move their bed. Odysseus erupts. He knows it's impossible. The bed is built around a living olive tree, its roots deep in the earth. It cannot be moved. Only the real Odysseus would know that. They embrace. 20 years of waiting ended in a moment. The olive tree bed is the symbol of everything this story is about. Rooted, unshakable. A marriage, a home, an identity that no god, no monster, no sea could destroy. The Odyssey is not just about getting home. It's about what home means and why it's worth fighting for.
If you'd like more animated explorations of books that have inspired millions, don't forget to subscribe. If you would like to purchase this book, links are provided in the description below. See you in the next chapter!